With so many beautiful and unique houses in the world, it is hard to say exactly which ones are the best of the best, but we think we have found some homes that are just about as cool as they come. We all know houses can be cool in their way, but these houses are cooler than anything you have ever seen. These dream homes are not just great to live in. They are works of art that will blow your mind when you see them in person. From unusual architecture to fancy interior decorating, these homes are some of the most luxurious, exclusive, and envy-inducing residences on the planet. So if you have ever dreamed of living in your paradise, here are 15 houses so cool that they might give you the vacation vibes while still at home. Number 15. Upside Down House. We would be happy if we could pinpoint what is off about the next house. Located in Wiesenwade, Germany, you shall find the appropriately named Upside Down House. Due to its being an art installation and its obvious practical limitations, its mind-bending weirdness leaves people dizzy after just a few minutes in the Upside Down House, which has toilets on the ceiling and lights on the floor. Even if your lunch makes a surprise appearance mid-photo shoot, you can use this opportunity to take some unforgettable photos. Number 14. The Safe House. Located outside Warsaw, the Safe House is the only house in the world designed to survive a zombie apocalypse. From the outside, it resembles a modernist home, but a switch activates the artificial concrete walls and sturdy steel shutters that transform the pad into an unbreachable fortress. In the meantime, one of the massive protective shutters becomes an indoor home theater. Even better, it has a drawbridge to reach the separate swimming pool building without going downstairs. Number 13. The Desert House. This stack of rock slabs looks nothing more than an intriguing natural phenomenon to the casual observer. That is, until you realize it is an actual residence in Joshua Tree in California desert. Created with sand-colored concrete slabs to match the boulders that surround it, the building evokes an animal at rest in appearance. But upon stepping inside, the building surprises. Number 12. Spitbank Fort. Spitbank Fort, the next building, is the perfect home security for those who want the ultimate in privacy and security. Hundreds of soldiers guarded Plymouth Coast against this fort, once a sea fort. The place was probably quite uncomfortable at the time, crowded, cold, and battered by the waves. Things have changed so much since then. In addition to sea view saunas, heated swimming pools, sunbathing spots, and a well-stocked bar, the fort has been converted into a luxury hotel. Instead of guarding the coast against pirates, guests can enjoy champagne breakfasts or fishing excursions. The fort only offers temporary stays, but considering its historically changing purpose, who has to say it would not eventually become your home? Number 11. Chateau on Wheels. There are not many people who would not dream of living in a castle. The owners of this house are living that dream, but in a very unusual manner. Designed to look like a miniature castle, the Chateau on Wheels of New Zealand is a mobile home with a difference. When moving, the turrets, which are made of collapsible plastic, can be folded away to avoid startling passing motorists. However, once the house reaches its destination, the doors open and the turrets unfold. In this castle, you will find clever and cozy space-saving decor that makes it an ideal pad for a small family. It is a superb way to live like royalty on a budget. Number 10. Volcano House. It sounds cool, if not a little risky, to live on a volcano. The intrepid architect of this mansion in Newberry Springs, California, built this home despite red tape regarding health and safety. Having crusted over many millennia ago, the cone is now completely safe and offering a perfect vantage point for those who live atop. Like a UFO, this space-age mansion has stunning views of the skies stretching out over the desert dunes, a private lake, and a classy design. There is only one thing this place needs: some supervillain to drill a hole in the lava and throw their enemies down there. Number 9. Casa de Pano. Want to enjoy getting back to nature? This gorgeous stone house built between boulders might be right for you. You may not spot it immediately, which was exactly the owner's intention. They thought the house would serve as a peaceful retreat where they could relax and take in the scenery. However, word of the mysterious stone building quickly spread, and soon there was a rush of tourists to see the site. The owners left eventually, and now Casa de Pano functions as a small museum dedicated to the beauty of the surroundings. And reportedly, life at Casa de Pano is quite simple without any electricity in the building. Number 8. Boeing 727 House. The luxurious home can be found in Costa Rica. The Hotel Costa Verde salvaged a Boeing 727 plane that otherwise would have been used for scrap metal. They carefully dismantled it and transported it piece by piece to its new home near San Miguel National Park, where it now sits eternally. With hand-carved teakwood furniture and a terrace that allows residents to watch treetop sloths, toucans, and monkeys from up close, it is certainly a class above flying economy. With floor-to-ceiling windows on one side of the plane and the stunning and shimmering waters of the sea stretching out to the horizon, you shall likely enjoy your time on this long-distance flight, no matter what time of day it is. Number 7. Casa Brutel. You can still be surrounded by trees when living near the rock. You are also surrounded by nature when living inside a naturally occurring rock formation like this one. In Lebanon, plans have not been made to construct this Casa Brutel residential compound, but construction may start shortly. Thick, seaside walls of the entire dwelling will be made of see-through glass, allowing owners to see what is below the ground surface at all times. And one of the best parts, in place of a roof, the roofless building is to be furnished with a glass-bottom swimming pool. It means that every room in this one-of-a-kind mansion will be lit with an underwater light, an effect that will resemble being immersed in water. This explains why it is best to be underwater. Number 6. Skas Sphere Tiny House. The Skas Sphere is a futuristic man cave in New Zealand, constructed for about $40,000, but you shall have to climb up a hidden ladder to reach it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the view. And you can enjoy many amenities from this modern house from your smartphone, including unlocking and locking the doors, playing your favorite music, and even changing the lights to your desired color. This place has no kitchens or bathrooms, so it would only be suitable as a full-time residence if you have a great bladder or can tolerate a lack of indoor plumbing. But it is great for nighttime stargazing and proves you are miles above everyone else. Number 5. The Egg House. Next, we will have something different. This peculiar sphere on wheels was created to be an environmentally friendly capsule apartment made from little more than iron wire, bamboo, sandbags, and plexiglass. Dai Haifei, the owner of the home and architect, designed this quirky home to explore ways to provide cheap and innovative housing in fast-paced cities. For 2 months, he lived there as a proof of concept to validate that it was habitable and only moved out for winter when the cold got too uncomfortable. Though not luxurious, this compact home has most of the necessities: solar power and a cozy bed. The seeds embedded in the decorative panels of the home ensure that just a little rain will convert the egg into a verdant lawn. In reality, as the grass grows, it increasingly begins to resemble a graying old mattress. Number 4. The Heliotrope. Not everyone is willing to experiment with living in a home made of all green products, but it seems like one German architect is willing to do so. In 1994, Rolf Disch constructed this cylindrical solar-powered home in Freiburg, Germany. The fascinating aspect of the invention of Disch is that it rotates, enabling it to exploit the maximum amount of solar energy by following the sun movements. According to Dan Volkerson, Disch envisioned a house that could be totally energy efficient, renewable, and would use cutting-edge green technology to achieve his dream. The heating for the home is drawn from a combination of super-efficient insulation materials and metal solar thermal railings that surround the walls and trap heat all day long. Moreover, the residents' waste is either composted or recycled by sophisticated purification systems. The energy usage is so efficient that the house produces 5 times more energy than it needs, which it exports to the regional grid. Number 3. The Ghost House. Other houses that appear rather ghostly can also be found here. One striking white house in France called the Guest Ghost House, located in Delme, and has seen many uses in its life, such as a prison, a school, and a funeral home. To give the piece a new life, 2 artists teamed up and turned the entire park into an enormous work of art. Covering the entire piece in a thick layer of polystyrene, resin, and bright white paint, the intention was to create something resembling the classic white sheet ghost we are all familiar with. According to the artist, this installation is about the countless different people who have come and gone over the years, leaving their impressions on the house and its structure. The result is an odd and imposing house that gives off an impression of creeping as its white and towering shape moods about its presence in an odd shape. You cannot live in the Guest Ghost House right now because it is used as a visitor center. It would be neat if you could. Number 2. Luxury tree houses. Getting tired of living on solid ground? Here are some unconventional homes with an elevated approach to living. Let us start with the Mirror Cube. Designed in Norway, this cube-shaped treehouse is wrapped around a tree hunk and covered in mirrors, miming the leafy forest surrounding it. Blink, and you shall miss this hidden hideout. This woodland hideaway is perfect for 2 people, featuring a double bed and a roof terrace accessible by a ladder. However, keep in mind that if you wander outside the mirror queue, you might want to turn a light on yourself. Otherwise, it will be hard to find it when you return. On the other hand, if you prefer something more quirky than conformist, you might go for the quirky bird nest in Sweden. The World of Adventures boasts an unusual treehouse. It resembles a giant twiggy nest accessible by a ladder to a hatch in the floor. On the inside, the house is roomy enough for a family of 4. Plus, small round porthole windows let you glimpse through the greenery of the woods to watch for critters. But bird costumes are a plus for the aesthetics. Number 1. Floating homes. There are houseboats, but you have probably never walked aboard one like this. This is the Floating Seahorse. A fleet of 130 similar seaborne homes is being built off the coast of Dubai. The bedroom is at the bottom, which means it is completely submerged. There are huge windows overlooking the coral reef, a protected habitat for endangered seahorses. When these are completed, the upper level will feature its mini bar and hot tub, making it the ultimate party pad. Known as the Ark-Up, these comfortable yachts move around like boats while having all the luxurious features of designer homes. Their price tag justifies itself with 2 floors, 4 bedrooms, state-of-the-art furnishings, and balconies overlooking the water. They are resistant to the elements, and the solar panels on the roof mean they are eco-friendly. They are wonderful. For the latest high-concept housing unit on the market, you would not miss out on the chance to live in this exquisite floating home by architects Stephen Fuchs and Thomas Walker. This novel property is easily accessible by shuttle, creating a kind of waterfront condominium for the ultra-rich. Despite the size of each home, the inhabitants would not feel lonely. Large sun decks and private pools make that possible. Additionally, you can always head back to dry land with the jet ski parking bays if you get bored on the water. Not that you shall ever want to leave. Well, this is the end of the video. What is the coolest home you have ever seen? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe this channel. See you next time.